Good morning, Year 5, and welcome to your Friday maths lesson. Can you please record today's date and learning objective in your book? Today we're going to be investigating how many different ways we can work something out. When you've done that, I'd like you to try your flashback 4. Here are your 4 questions. Number 1, divide 45 by 8, and there will be a remainder. I've shown you this to help you picture what to do. Calculate 13 times 4. I've put a 4 here in case you need it to help you. Number 3, how many sides do 5 octagons have? I've shown you 1 octagon here to help you. Number 4, find the difference between 300 and 165. Finding the difference means to subtract. Think about how to work that one out. And don't forget to have a go at your time calculation. Pause the video, and when you're ready, we'll check the answers. Here are the answers to your calculations. Number 1, it fits in 5 times with a remainder of 5. Number 2 is 52. Number 3, there are 40 sides in 5 octagons because 5 times 8 sides is 40. And number 4, the answer is 135. On the time, it's gone past 5 o'clock and it's gone 10 minutes past. So the answer is 5:10 a.m. or p.m. So, to today's learning. We're learning to investigate how many different ways that something can be done. Let's have a look at our skills for this lesson. Let's get ready. I'd like you to try each one of those, and as you come to do each one, pause the video, try it, then play again. Number 1, can you count up in 4s from 4 up to 40? Pause. Let's check your answers. You should have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 and 40. Number 2, complete these repeated additions. 3 add 3, 6. 3 add 3 and add 3 more is 9. The same 3 add 3 add 3 and add 3 more is 12. Number 3, complete these multiplications. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3, 24. 8 times 4, 32. 8 times 5, 40. 8 times 6, 48. We're going to need all of these skills in our learning today, so you can always pause the video and look back at this if you need to recap your skills. Let's learn. Oh, now this one today is all about a snowman. Did you build a snowman when we had the snow a while back? Let's have a look. The children are dressing the snowman. They have got 3 hats, blue, green and pink. And they have 2 scarves, 1 green and 1 blue, to choose from. We want to know how many different combinations could they use. Have a think. Let's have a look together. So they could use the blue hat with the green scarf. They could also use the blue hat with the blue scarf. Are there any other possible ways to use the blue hat? No, we've used all possibilities with those scarves. What about the green hat? We could use the green hat with the green scarf, the green hat with the blue scarf. Are there any other possible ways with the green hat? No, we've used them all. Let's try the pink hat. We could use the pink hat with the green scarf and the pink hat with the blue scarf. There are no more possibilities. So let's have a think how to record that. There are 2 with the blue hat, 2 with the green hat, and 2 with the pink hat. So we could record that as 2 for the blue, 2 for the green, add 2 for the pink. Or we could say there are 3 hats multiplied by 2 possibilities with the scarves, and that makes 6 possibilities altogether, or 6 different combinations. What have I changed here? Well, this time we have 4 hats and 3 scarves to choose from. How many different combinations could they use now? Pause the video and have a try. Let's have a look together. So here's a grid that we could record some answers in. Let's use the same method as we used last time because it helped us to organise our ideas clearly. Let's start with the blue hat. We could use the blue hat with the green scarf, blue hat with the blue scarf, and the blue hat with the yellow scarf. We've found all the possibilities now for the blue hat. Let's try the green hat with the green scarf, green hat with the blue scarf, and the green hat with the yellow scarf. We found all possibilities now for the green hat. Let's try the pink hat next. Pink hat with the green scarf, pink hat with the blue scarf, and the pink hat with the yellow scarf. And lastly, the grey hat with the green scarf, grey hat with the blue scarf, and the grey hat with the yellow scarf. Are there any more possibilities? No, we've used all the possibilities. So there are 3 possibilities for the blue hat, 3 for the green hat, 3 for the pink hat, and 3 for the grey hat. We could record that as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 makes 12. We could also record that as 4 hats multiplied by the 3 possibilities for the scarves, and that makes 12 possibilities or combinations altogether. I'd like you to pause the video now and have a go at questions 1 to 2 on the worksheet. Here's how I'd like you to lay that out using the squares in your book. So number 1, put the possibilities in each square and draw this carefully. Look carefully, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares along for this column, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares along for this column, and then count how many squares down you need to draw the rest of the grid. Don't forget to put this line down the middle, always using your ruler. I've started you off. Chocolate could go with nuts here. The chocolate could go with the chocolate chips, and the chocolate could go with the sprinkles. So you can see I've recorded that here. You go on to do the vanilla with all the possibilities. When you've done that and you've finished questions 1 and 2, come back to the video. Pause now and have a go. Welcome back. Let's have a look then at the next section. Here is Whitney, and she's choosing a piece of fruit and a drink at break time. We're looking at how many different possible combinations are there. She's got a milk and an orange juice, a banana, an apple, a pear, and an orange. Pause the video, see how many different possibilities you can come up with. Let's have a look. She could use the milk with the banana, milk with the apple, milk with the pear, and milk with the orange. Then she's used all the combinations for that one. Let's move on to the orange juice. Orange juice with the banana, orange juice with the apple, orange juice with the pear, and orange juice with the orange. Then we found all possible combinations. We could record that as 4 possibilities for the milk, add 4 possibilities for the orange juice, which makes 8 combinations altogether. Or we could record that as 2 lots of 4, or 2 times 4, which is 8 combinations possible altogether. Here's Dexter, and he's choosing an ice cream. Lucky Dexter. He chooses 1 flavour of ice cream and 1 sauce. And we know there are 8 different ice cream flavours. Dexter says that he knows there are 24 different possible combinations. So we know the answer this time. But we need to know, how many different sauces must there have been? Pause the video here. Can you work it out? There are 8 different flavours of ice cream, and there are 24 different possible combinations. We could record that as 8 different flavours of ice cream, and we're going to multiply it by the number of sauces to find our answer of 24 possible combinations. Let's use our 8 times table to help us work it out. If there was 1 sauce, we could use that on each of the 8 different flavours of ice cream, and that would make 8 different possibilities or combinations. But we need to get to 24. Let's try 8 times 2. If there were 2 sauces, we could use them on each of the 8 different flavours, and that would make 16 different possible combinations. We're not there yet. We need to get to 24. There you go. 8 times 3 is 24. That's what we're looking for. So there must have been 3 different types of sauces. We could use 1 sauce on 8 ice creams. We could use another sauce on another 8 ice creams. And we could use 1 sauce on another 8 of the ice cream flavours, which makes 24 possible combinations. So the answer is there were 3 different sauces. I'd like you to pause the video now and have a go at the rest of the questions on the worksheet, then come back to me. Let's have a look what we need to do next. At the very last part of your lesson today, I'd like you to complete your post-assessment on this block of learning. Think about everything you've learned while we've been doing our multiplication and division. Think about all the different ways that we drew things out to help us do those calculations. Remember to use all those methods today when you do your multiplication and division post-assessment. Remember there are 2 sides. When you've finished, please stick it into your book. Thank you. Next week, we're going to begin with recapping or learning again to use money, building our work from previous year groups, and then we're going to move it forward to our new learning. Look forward to doing that with you next week, and well done for a super week of learning this week. See you next week. Bye.